Hello, I'm here in favor of rank of democracy. Rank of democracy is an interest group that supports ranked choice voting. A lot of people don't understand that, don't understand what it is, and a lot of people are apathetic towards politics. I'll explain in this video why you shouldn't be apathetic towards politics, why ranked choice voting is so important, and the current problems with our electoral college system. First of all, why you shouldn't be apathetic, Voting is a major way that you personally can affect politics. No matter what you do, if you protest, you boycott, it's just a way of getting more and less votes towards your cause. You boycott, you're getting less money to corporations that support a cause and support candidates by giving them money, and that money allows for them to get more votes, You protest, you get attention on the news, you're allowing them to get more votes, Any way that you can affect our current government system is by influencing votes. And by not caring about votes or politics, you're allowing anyone to do anything they want to you. Now, I would like to explain the flaws within our electoral college system. There are many flaws within it. The main flaw that I would like to talk about is the two-party system. Currently, there are only two major parties that can get elected using our current ballots and electoral system. It's hard to elect a third party because they only put two names on the ballot in most places. They put two names on the ballot, you choose one, or you have to write in a third party if it's not supplied. Sometimes it is, I give them that. But even if it is, oftentimes they don't really pay attention to those because everyone votes for one of the two major parties because they feel they can't get a third party elected, and that's mostly true. It hasn't been for a very long time that a third party has been elected. There are some examples but these are from a very long time ago or from very local elections. There's the Bull Party with Theodore Roosevelt, and that was a huge federal election, but that was incredibly long ago. Not incredibly, it's relatively long ago to us. I wasn't alive when Theodore Roosevelt was elected. But we want more available voting. We want everyone to feel like they can vote third party and it's not a huge waste. And that brings me into our ranked voting system, right? Ranked voting it's how the name sounds, really. You rank the candidates that you want on the ballot. You rank them first through 270th, just first to last, right? And your first choice, that's what your vote goes towards initially. They gather up all the votes of the first rank, everyone's first choice vote. They count them up, and they see who has the least amount of votes. They take the person with the least amount of votes, and they're out of the race. Then your second choice vote then goes to your second choice candidate, right? And then we keep on doing that, third, fourth, fifth, however long it takes, until someone of the votes, over 50% of the votes, right? That way, instead of having pluralist elections where people just choose one party or it's just groups fighting against groups, we have the people deciding who they want in office, who is representing us, who will actually do what we want in office. Once it gets over 50% and we get that person in office, more people will be happy. And this is proven to be true in places like New York City, Maine, Alaska. They have had many elections with the ranked choice voting system. And every time there's been more voter turnout, more voter satisfaction. Everybody's more happy in these elections. But the reason it's so hard to get this done is because the two main parties in power right now do not benefit from us benefiting. They don't want you to benefit right now because it means they won't get elected. Interest groups, a bunch of other interest groups, a lot of them want ranked choice voting, but most of them, the rich ones, who want to take away your rights, take away things from you, and not want to give you a vote, are not in favor of ranked choice voting. Stepping over what you want. It doesn't matter to them what more you want. You know, you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I'm anti-abortion, but like, then they tax you to hell. They screw everything up for you because you can't vote for anything else if you care about that thing so much. But with ranked choice voting, you don't have to just care about that one thing. There are so many choices, and if you care about that thing so much, your first choice can be that thing and all the other things you like. Your second choice can be like that thing and a few less things, and like so on and so forth. But you can still care about that one thing. That one thing, if you want that much, But you could still get what you want. With our current system, it's either one thing or the other, You either want to be taxed a bunch and you care about this thing, or you don't want to be taxed a bunch and you care about this one thing, but this other group doesn't have it. With ranked choice voting, everything you want. You can at least try to get everything you want. With our current system, you can't even try. There's no trying. We need a change. You can hear more about this on the website for Rank of Democracy. It's a great website. I love it. You can get a lot more information. You can donate to learn more about what to do with protesting and voting. And I'd love for you to donate, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here to educate you and try and get you to favor this over other.